You have to mute yourself. I can hear you. You have to mute it, please. Hello, can you hear me now? I'm sorry, we're going live today, and I have a moderator here on the side. I won't show her, but my mom's helping me out today because last time was a little bit crazy with everyone's commenting, and I want to be able to go faster and do more reviews today. So I'm really excited to take you through all of this and be able to dive into more channels. So yes, hey Abby, hey Caroline, hey Stacy. All right, so hello, Danny J and moderator. Yeah, we're having some trouble here with StreamYard. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Okay, so we're gonna dive in today. I'm going to be going through and doing channel reviews and audits. Now, some of the things that we are going to be looking at will be, is it really clear what you're offering? When I land on your channel, what are the things that I notice right away? Is it clear who you're trying to speak to? Is it clear what exactly that you're offering, what people are going to get from you when they get on your channel? I'm going to look at your channel banner, your thumbnails, your playlist, and we could even look into some videos, but I'm going to try and spend around like 5 to 7 minutes per channel that I look at today. All right. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Lavonda. So what I want to do is, if you would like your channel to be audited, I would love if you could send in one comment what your channel name is and a link to your channel and what your niche is, or just a sentence about like what your channel is all about. And I would love to start today with Melissa is teaching, because I know, Melissa, you were here last time and I see her again here today. And so we're going to start with Melissa's channel, and then from there we will go into other channels. So if you can leave that, and I'll try and favorite some of the people that are here, some of those comments, and then we'll go into doing the channel reviews. Okay, awesome. You can go to the actual live, like on my channel, Ma. All right.
I have to log in.
Okay, so Melissa, I am going to head to your channel first. And then from there, remember, if you can send in a sentence about what your channel is about as well. If you can send that as a full comment, that's really helpful. So exactly, just like Rockstar did, perfect. That's great. So it gives me kind of all the info right there. All right, so here we go. We are going to head to Melissa is Teaching's channel, and I'm going to screen share, and I'll take you through these things, and it's going to be really helpful for you to get an idea of like, ooh, that's something I do have on my channel, or ooh, that's something I could be working on. Okay, so here we go. Let me pull up the links in StreamYard. Don't work, so I just have to find your channel organically, which is kind of cool to see. All right, we found it. So Melissa is
How much
teaching.
do I make on All School each week? Hang tight.
Whoop. Okay. I'm going to share my screen here. All right. 1 second.
The host has to add me to the broadcast.
All right. So can everyone see this okay now? Cool. I am going to now, let's get into the review. So Melissa is teaching. Melissa, this is looking really good so far. Wow, we can see the channel banner. It's really clear on her name. Melissa is teaching, helping you stay present in your home life and teach online. She's got a really nice sentence about what exactly people can expect from her when they get on her channel, helping you stay present in your home life and teach online. So in my mind, when I read that, I'm thinking, okay, she's going to help me have better work-life balance, that sort of thing. And let's look more into that now. And she says, here, grab my resource sheet for online teachers free. And then she has that, I think, here right there. So I think this is all looking really good so far. She has really clear branding. The colors she's using here are the same over here. She's got Melissa Teaching as the name, and then her handle is also Melissa is Teaching. That's awesome. So we can see here, if you don't have an about sentence, I highly recommend doing this. So see how it says right here, I help people get started and thrive as online teachers so that they can be, if we click on it, we can read the whole thing, can be present at home. And so that kind of goes into a little bit more in depth about this sentence here. So I think that's really helpful. If you don't have the about sentence, it's important. See how hers is short, so you can pretty much read the whole thing. That's super helpful. So if we go back here, she has a video where it's how much I make. So that's one video that's done really well for her. So I think to have that as your trailer is really powerful. So I think this is a great pick. It's done well. Your trailer video should usually be one of your best videos that you know is going to entice people to learn more about you and want to watch more of your videos. Her playlists start with popular videos. I think that's solid. Then videos, and then create a playlist. So my biggest tip for you, Melissa, right here is to add some more playlists that dive into the specific frequently asked questions that you answer for online teachers, right? So maybe it could be top online teaching schools, and that could be a playlist. And then another one could be like how to make more money teaching online. That could be another playlist. And I know you have playlists here. It can be really helpful if you can list them out in a way that's a little bit easier to view. So like, for example, if we were to go to my channel here, you can see what I like to do normally. And did it switch? Or is it still showing Melissa's? Okay, let me see if I can share this tab instead. This is like a little weird to see the live within the live. But see how you've got playlists here that are labeled out. So they're a little bit more clear where you can see, okay, this is videos to scale your online coaching business, a sentence about it, and then those videos. So I would recommend to do that just to make it a little bit more clear. But overall, I think things are looking really great. And then your thumbnails also are looking awesome. I would say you could make your face even a little bit bigger in your thumbnails to have it really stand out. People love a good facial expression, but overall you're using the same fonts. The branding's looking really good. So I think you should be really proud. And you've hit over 200, you're almost set 300 subscribers. That's incredible. So you're killing it. So we should give a big round of applause for Melissa. I think it's looking fantastic. I honestly don't have that much to say other than just keep at it. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't showing Melissa's channel again. Just keep at it because it's looking really awesome and the branding's on point. And I think just the biggest thing now is then going to be consistency. Cool. All right. Well, let's get on to another. I have some that are pinned up here. Okay. I know I saw Rockstars. Okay. Your happy place. I motivate and educate you to live a better life. YouTube.com/Rockstar. So I'm going to put this up. What's up? Rockstar, are you still here? Okay, cool. I'm going to head over to your channel now. So I need to search for it. And yeah, so I would love to also know who's here. Where are you coming from? I love this community so much. I'd love to know if you're coming from what state you're in or what country you're in. Feel free to share that. And you know, what's been really awesome is we've been able to have a lot of community members actually like interact and become friends through the YouTube channel. So that's been really cool. So if someone has listed their channel that you're interested in, like feel free to hit them up, subscribe to one of those channels, build that community because it's so powerful. For me, I've become friends with a lot of people that were my subscribers like from day one when I had a really small channel, and it's the best thing ever. So community, I feel like on YouTube is just so huge. Always recommend to try to go to events or hit people up, or even then like follow somebody on Instagram and make a connection there. From Georgia, we've got South Carolina, Chicago. I'm going to be in Chicago in a couple weeks. Hi from California, Canada, Indiana, Orange County. Oof. I wish I was from Orange County. New York. Amazing. All right. Rockstar, I would love to know if you're comfortable with sharing what your name is. So this to me definitely looks like a personal brand. Let's look at Rockstar's channel here. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. We've got Rockstar. Roxanne. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I like it. Okay. So this is Roxanne's channel and it's looking very beautiful. We give a big round of applause, everyone. If you're watching right now, I want to see you going like this. Even though I can't see you. For over 100 subscribers, that is a feat, right? Getting those videos out. That first 1,000 subscribers is going to be your hardest. So keep at it. Keep up with the consistency because it's going to make all the difference. So we can see the Rockstar. So I would love Roxanne if you had your name here, and it's up to you. Maybe if you go by like a nickname or if you go by rocks, I would highly recommend making it really clear. People want to be able to really have a relationship with you and build that connection with you. And people can't build a connection with you if they don't know what your name is, right? Like imagine being like, oh yeah, that's my friend. I don't know what his name is, but I like him, right? So it's so important to have your name in your channel. So I would highly recommend like you would if Rockstar or like if you go by Rocks or Roxanne, you would have your name in there somewhere. Or if you don't want it in this area here, can you see where my mouse is? I don't know if you can see that. But like this area here, I would say you don't necessarily need to add your name there, but if you could at least add your name in your channel banner, that's going to be really huge. So your happy place, you need to have your name. I motivate and educate to help you live a better life. And so I would say how and who. Who are you motivating and educating to help them build a better life? I would love it to be like a little bit more specific. If you're a smaller channel, you get to be really specific and niche down more. That way you're able to be found more easily. So like for me, I got my start on YouTube teaching English online for GoGo Kid. That company only had 5,000 teachers. So it was a very small niche. And that's what really helped my channel be very lucrative is because it was specific. And so I tell new YouTubers, it's very helpful if you can niche down to something specific in the beginning, and then you can go a little bit more broad. But when you're broad, you're fighting with loads and loads and hundreds and thousands of people in the algorithm. So if we look here, you have on your homepage, you've got your most recent videos, and your most recent video was 2 days ago, which is fantastic. People love to see that you're putting out videos often. And so you've got 3 self-love tips that won't break the bank. So again, 3 self-love tips for who? Like, are you trying to focus on moms or, millennials? I think it can be helpful for these. It'll get more views if you can get specific on who the video is for. If someone can look at that and be like, ooh, that's me. I need some self-love tips for busy moms. They would click on something like that. So I would say get a little bit more specific even in your video titles. And if you feel like everything's all over the place, and kind of like stick with one thing and that one person you want to talk to, for just try it for a month and see how things go. And I think you'll see that things will start picking up even faster. So if we go to your videos here, I do think you've got some beautiful thumbnails. Like I really like this thumbnail here. I think the text could be even bigger and your face could be even bigger. You could show less of your body and more of your face. What gets the click are those really annoying pictures of the face, right? And so, yeah, that's what I would say is just niche down a little bit more on like get clear on who you're talking to and then make some playlists focusing on that person. But I think you're doing a fantastic job. You're getting out videos and I like that you've got your brandings clear. And so it's all looking good. Oh, okay. Thank you. And let's see, we've got some shorts. But yeah, let's give Roxanne a big thumbs up. It's looking really, really beautiful. Okay. And so those are my main tips for you there and making sure that it's just a little bit more clear. All right. Thank you so much. I'm going to stop this sharing here. Let's go back to Okay. So let's now continue on. We have my sweet DIY crochet garments and all things crochet. Ooh, okay. So let's get into it. So sweet DIY crochet. So is that the channel name? So I'm going to try and find your channel right here. Make sure to let me know. My sweet DIY, I think so. Clara. Okay, awesome. Ooh, this is you. I think people are gonna be excited about this one. This is looking real good so far. I love all things crocheting or like anything artistic because I'm not patient enough to do anything like this. My sister got all of these things, so I love it because I'm not good at it, so it fascinates me. All right, let's get into another. Are we like learning some things? Let me know in the comments, like, are we learning some things? Ooh, yes, I'm still live. We're live right here. Okay, let's move on. We're trying to get through as many as we can in an hour. So,
Caroline, for the love of crochet, should
yeah.
She asked, my husband and I disagree thumbnails because he wants them to look silly, but my viewers are above 50 age group. So
Can you
should
hear my
her
mom?
thumbnails be silly?
Okay, my mom just said that there's a question about should your thumbnails be silly? And I think that a really good point to that is thinking about thumbnails, you have to ask yourself, what would I click on? And what I like to do is, like, if you're trying to decide, Caroline, between a silly thumbnail and a more serious thumbnail, make both and then zoom out and pick which one would you immediately click on. Pick that one. I usually make, for myself and for clients, I'll make like 3 to 5 different variations of thumbnails. And then I zoom out and I'm like, okay, which one do the colors pop the most? And does my face pop? Where I'm like, that's the one I'm going to pick. Because you're looking for somebody's immediate reaction when it comes to a thumbnail. You want to be where it's like, click, I get the click when somebody's on scrolling through the homepage. There's a lot of thumbnails that you're competing with, right? So it's got to be good. There's got to be something that makes somebody stop and go, huh, right? So that needs an emotion-packed picture of your face, that needs text that's enticing, but also explaining what you're talking about. Or if you don't use text, it needs to have some picture in the background that's kind of explaining what the video is about, okay? So thumbnails are the best. Oh, Constantina says she loves mom in the background. Hey, Constantina, Anastasia. Yes, she's awesome. And a good click-through rate for your videos. I tell my clients if it's below 5%, it should be, you want at least 5%, okay? It depends on click-through rates too, because if a video really gets pushed out to a big audience, if it's more trending, it's going to decrease the click-through rate because it's getting shown to more and more people, which they're not always going to click, right? So that inherently, because it's getting toward more people, is going to lower it a bit. But generally, when it first comes out, you want it to be, if it can be even above 6, like, ooh, you done good, okay? And if your thumbnail click-through rates are like 1%, 2%, 3%, you're going to want to watch my thumbnail creation video, okay? I've got one on my channel that I highly recommend watching. Excuse me. And I got a question on thumbnails. Have you used one for 1 month and then changed to another for another month? So what I've done when it comes to thumbnails, there's something on TubeBuddy where you can A/B test thumbnails, where like one day it'll show a thumbnail and then the next day it'll switch it to another and it'll compare it and give you the analytics on both, which is super cool. I only do that sometimes. I've done that recently where one of my videos, I put out my testimony and I had a thumbnail for that. And I was like, it's just not doing as good as I wanted. And then I changed it and the click-through rate went way up. So I would say if you've got a thumbnail and it's not doing so hot, change it and then see the analytics. And if it hasn't improved at all, then you can change it back. But if you notice a difference in your analytics, then definitely keep it as the next one because yeah, your click-through rate is very, very important. Cool. All right. Hey, from Sacramento, Lake Tahoe. Hi. Okay. Let's switch now. We're going to go back. I'm so sorry. Clara has been waiting for us to review her channel, so let's go ahead and do that. All right. We're going back to the screen share. My sweet DIY. All righty. So look how aesthetically pleasing this channel is. Ooh, I really like it. So we've got My Sweet DIY, Crochet Tutorials Vlog. And so it's very clear. What are we going to get here? We're going to get crochet tutorials and some like crochet vlogs, I'm assuming. And we've got My Sweet DIY. Hi, my name is Claire, aka My Sweet DIY. I am passionate about crochet. I love all things boho, joyful garments, and home decor. So what I would do, Clara, is I would put your name here as well. I think that to have your name in My Sweet DIY would be helpful, or you would put for your name here, My Sweet DIY with Clara, something like that, again, to build that personal connection so people can know who you are. But I love this sentence about yourself. And then you can see in your homepage, you've got your popular videos first. We've got a easy mesh top tutorial. and then your videos. And your last video went out a day ago, so that's incredible. And yeah, I think this is looking really good. My one comment first would be, it's not always clear which videos are yours. Like I can see there's a theme here with these 2 crochet sweater ones, and I love the font that you're using. If you want to stand out between other channels that are in the crochet niche, I would say like if you have a logo you could put in the corner of the video to make it clear that it's yours, it's my sweet DIY, I would do that if you're not going to use your face. So from some of my clients where they don't really show their face in most of their videos, you don't need to put your face in the thumbnail, but then there should be some sort of identifier, because your goal is to build up brand recognition on YouTube, where when somebody searches like, "Ooh, I want a crochet sweater video," then when they look through the thumbnails, it's clear like, "Oh, that's my sweet DIY." Even if it's in their subconscious, like they know that that's your video because there's something in it that they recognize because it all has a similar aspect in it. So you want to have like, that could just be a little logo in the corner that is colorful. But other than that, I think these are looking really good. You've got easy fishnet sleeves, shrug, Valerio crochet tutorial. So what I really like about her titles here is she's has a longer title. She just didn't do easy crochet sweater tutorial. She put easy crochet sweater tutorial, and she also put beginner friendly. So I think it's helpful. And this is something I also like to do in my titles, is have things be a little bit longer. And you could even do like easy crochet sweater tutorial, multicolor sweater tutorial, or whatever. Like you could add even more adjectives to your title to explain more about it, so that it can show up in search for even more things. So as new YouTubers, but you've almost got 1,000 subscribers, so that's incredible. But as new YouTubers, I recommend taking up space, and you have 100 characters for a title. Some YouTube coaches will say you don't do that. They should be around 70. I say I have literally gotten a BBC interview from the last tiny part of my title that was like almost 100 characters. I say use it. So you could make your titles even a little bit more descriptive, but overall, it looks like you're doing incredible. You can add maybe even some more playlists that are more specific of like, here are crochet DIYs for tops. Here are crochet DIYs for objects, right? Or like, I don't know what you would call that in crochet, but like clothing, things, or whatever. You could have some playlists that map it out a little bit more for people that are interested in different things that you make. But overall, it's looking incredible. You should be super proud of yourself. I love the whole aesthetic. It's looking really good. Cool. Now, Glenn said, I think your mom is pretty cool as well. Thanks, Glenn.
He can't see.
That's debatable. No, she said, they can't see me, but they can hear you. Oh, yeah, we can't get StreamYard to like show. I don't know how to make her a moderator. So she's just here hanging out and passing me notes.
Hi, Glenn.
She's been coming over. You can't see her. She's been passing me notes. It's pretty funny. Okay. Yeah, I've got all of these like little notes here. Cool. All right. Okay, who's next? This has been really awesome. And I know we had those questions about click-through rates. So it's been interesting. I saw some people looking at their click-through rates, realizing they're a little bit low. So yeah, if you're looking at your click-through rate in your analytics and it's looking low, then you're definitely going to want to maybe go ahead, and I have a video on thumbnails that I highly recommend watching. I'm going to link it in the chat box right now. Okay. So I recommend going and watching that video after. If you've got a low click-through rate, there's some things that you can do to really make sure that it improves. And there's some videos I show where I've got a client where I have her thumbnail and I edit it just a little bit. Even these small tweaks make it so that it's just so much more clickable. I think that's a word. All right, cool. All right. Now let's see. I want to continue on with, you did? Okay. With, let's go with Gary, fishing with Gary. Gary at Fishing with Gary. What's up, Gary? How's it going? Okay. And then I see also, we've got Dr. K. Okay, we can do that one next too. I'm sorry. All right. So Gary, are you with me? Let's dive into Gary. Oh, Hollywood Happenings. My click-through rates between 5.3 and 8.5. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. You should be very proud of yourself. All right. Now, let's look at Gary. So we're going to go to fishing with Gary here. This is a fun niche. I don't really fish, but I used a fishing analogy in one of my more recent YouTube videos if anybody saw it, and it was, for me, I thought it was kind of fun, but I had some people not like it. Okay, fishing with Gary. Fishing with Gary, where are you at? Are you still here? Okay, so
Is Gary still there?
I think, is Gary still here?
Gary, if you're not,
Gary, if you're not here, then we're gonna move to Dr. Guy K. And if not, then Mom, who's next?
Is barbecue smoking still
Is
here?
barbecue smoking here? Barbecue, elite barbecue smokers. Oh, Gary's here. Okay, we're gonna do Gary, and then we'll do elite barbecue smokers if he's still here too. Gary says yes. Yes. All right, Gary. Let's dive into your channel here. Fishing with Gary. Whoa, that is a massive fish. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we've got fishing with Gary, 4.19 subscribers. Gary's killing it. Let's give a big round of applause for Gary. Everyone behind your computer or you got the woot woot from Maylin. All right, so fishing with Gary. Gary, I would love for you to have a YouTube channel banner. Okay, so I would love if I get on your channel for you to have a channel banner, and if you're like, I don't know how to do that, no worries. I have a tutorial that I would highly recommend that you watch after this of how to make a banner, and it has a template for you. Okay, so I'm gonna put that here, and I'm still here also. Okay, Abby. All right, Abby, we got you. So I would highly recommend that you create a channel banner that makes it really clear. You could have the same picture that you have right here, Gary, but you'd put it, then make it a little bit smaller so that I can see you and the fish, and I can have a few sentences about what you're all about. Like when we looked at my sweet DIY, it's clear of like, she's got a picture, she's got her name, she's got kind of what she's all about. So I would recommend that you do that for your channel as well. I love this picture of you on this channel. I'll be taking you along with me and my friends on fishing trips and adventures. Cool. And okay, we travel all over, including Alaska and Brazil. Like, Gary, that should be the first thing that you're saying on your channel. Like you don't need to say on this channel because everybody's already on the channel. They know you're on the channel. So I would just go straight into like fish with me in Alaska and Brazil and like tons of destinations for epic adventure, right? Like that for me, if I were to read that, or if you would have that here, or you would have had it in your YouTube banner, I would be like, yes, I'm all in, sign me up. And I don't even fish, right? So make it even a little bit more enticing, like the stuff that's really interesting, fishing in all these really cool places, put that so that I can read it and it doesn't cut off. So it's very clear that this isn't just any fishing channel. This is an epic fishing channel. Cool. Yes. Awesome, Gary. And then you've got your videos. So you've got one from 12 days ago. It looks like you're putting out content really regularly. So that's fantastic. Oh, you can't. No, people can't see it.
I can't see it.
You couldn't see this whole time?
Me, not his channel.
Oh, no.
And other people?
There we go.
Yeah.
You couldn't see it at all before?
Now I can.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry, everyone. I thought you could see it. Yeah. Dr. GK's like, now I want to go fishing. Yes. Okay. So you entice us with some interesting text there, Gary. And then I would recommend, I think for your thumbnails, you could have them be even a little bit, like add some text in there. I love these photos. I think they're really strong. The photos of you, look at your click-through rates and see if they are a bit lower. Maybe you go into Canva and create something where you've got text of like epic, like what did we catch, right? Something enticing. What did we catch on Lake Ida? Or if Lake Ida isn't as well known, like put the state of where you're at or the city that you're in. And
say the fish bit me. I don't want to read that one.
Or Mom said, say the fish bit you. That's also enticing. If like something crazy happened in the video, you could also put that. That's like a joke, but actually a good point. If something like strange happens within the video, you can always have that be within the thumbnail because it's something people are going to look for in the video, and it could increase your watch retention. So that was actually a good tip, Mom. That was good. You've got shorts here. I would also recommend adding then playlists. If you have over 489 videos, the odds of people actually going through your videos page and like searching through all these videos is going to be really slim. Oh, I don't see as many. Okay, maybe you made some private. So I recommend to try and make some playlists on your homepage of like either location. So if you've got like Brazil, fish with us in Brazil, fish with us in Alaska, fish with us for I don't know. You could think of things and then break your videos down into playlists just to make it a little bit easier for community. But overall, I think it's looking great. And the titles are also looking pretty good. We can see here my first peacock bass trip on Lake Ida with Captain Johnny Stable and Adam Woj. I butchered those names. I'm sorry. It was amazing. I would say even that title, my first peacock bass trip, it's a solid title. And you've got the back end of it too. If these people aren't well known, then I would change the words. If they are well known, it's a search term, then keep it. But if not, you could always just put that in the description and then have just more searchable terms within the title, making sure again that it's enticing. Cool. Awesome. Hopefully that's helpful, Gary. You're killing it. I'm excited for you to get to 5,000 subscribers. Woo, woo. Okay. So let's see. Who do we have next? Do you know?
Well,
we did have
Smoker's Barbecue.
Smoker. I don't know if they're still here, but we also said Dr. GK, Educator Tech with Gerhard. Did I say that right? Gerhard Christandel. Gerhard Christandel. I think hopefully let me know how I did on that one. Okay. So at Dr. Geek. At Dr. DK. Are we learning things? Yes. Can I get a what?
Oh my.
I wish that we could it could be like Zoom where I could see people. That'd be way more fun. But maybe you could give like a little emoji, like a little dancing emoji in the Mom, do a little dance over there. You can't see it, but she just did a dance move.
People are like, just edit my video.
Okay, I know, I'm
Stop
sorry.
dancing.
We don't care. Okay. Dr. Geek, I can't find your channel right now. Can you send over? Let me see if I can get it. Can you send me like the name Educator Tech? Educator Tech. I'm trying to find his. Did I spell it wrong? Oh, okay. No, I see it now. Okay. We're good. We are good.
Don't forget to make sure everyone can see it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. So here we go. Ooh, yes. Hi to your cool mom. Oh, this is people like you even more than they like me. You're a hit. They do. This is, you are the lifeblood of my channel now. Okay, so so Dr. Geek, what's up? Learning technologist. I don't know what that means. Educator Tech. So hey, my name is Gerard Christandel. On this channel, I aim to provide high-quality tutorials and how-to videos to university teachers who want to leverage tech in their teaching, both software and hardware. Okay, so first off, in your About section, you don't need to say your name again because you have your name right here. So I would prefer to be able to read like about you there instead of see how half of it is taken up with more than half of it is taken up of space of things we already know. We already know we're on your channel. We already know what your name is. So I want to know what you're providing me with, right? That's a section to entice or for people to get to know you better. So I would love for it to say providing high quality tutorials and how-to videos to university teachers, to providing high quality tech tutorials for university teachers. Boom. That's the about section, right? That's essentially what you're covering. So you could say it in a sentence and make it really clear. And I would even say that up here, providing high quality tech tutorials for university teachers. And then you could have like software, hardware. Yeah, something like that I think would be even stronger and make it a little bit more clear. But I love that you have a picture of yourself. I love that you got your logo. So we can just add a few more details here, right? Where you've got your name and just that sentence about you. And then I would say like, make yourself a little bit bigger, Dr. Geek. We want to like see you, you're just like kind of there in the bottom, pull yourself up a little and make it a little bit bigger so we can kind of see your face. You're more easy to recognize. But I do love here actually that you have your face and your logo all together. I think that's pretty cool. And I haven't seen that very often. So I like that. Now, I would recommend to not on your homepage, not have shorts first, put your more recent videos. So I would switch this and put videos first, because see how even where I'm here, it's like not that clear that you have more videos than that. It looks like your videos end there. So, oh, thank you so much, Clara. And so uh, I I highly recommend that you switch that so it's clear that you've got a lot of content, because some people will just get here and I almost thought like, oh, he doesn't have any more videos than that. And then when we get to your videos, I would say definitely, again, like I've said to others, make playlists so it's really clear and organized of what is the different types of content that you're providing with people. And then if we go to your videos, stay safe with Mentimeter. How to stay safe with Mentimeter. So I don't know what that is, but I think these are really good thumbnails. What I would say is, see how it kind of cuts off the text by the little timestamp in the corner? I recommend always having the text go on the left-hand side and your face on the right-hand side, because see how the right-hand side has got a lot of things that pop up? So if your face is there, then text never gets covered. So what I would say is move this over and move it up, the text here, and make your face a lot bigger, right? What is one thing that you can notice with my thumbnails is that my face is always very big. You look at the top YouTubers, and I'm not saying I'm a top YouTuber, right? But even look at like the top, like Mr. Beast. What is the one thing he always has in his videos? He always has a massive photo of his face that's like overly edited. You know what I mean? We should actually go and look really quick at Mr. Beast's thumbnails, because I think it'll be helpful for everyone to see. If you can look, like he and his team will go through so many different iterations of thumbnails. And he's talked about this openly on podcasts and things about like they go through loads of thumbnails to be able to get their click-through rate up. And so if we look, and I'm going to share his channel really quick, he only has a casual 146 million. So what does he know, right? But look, he just has massive photos of his face. Again, they're like overly edited, that are very, like this one is a perfect example of like, it's so intense, right? And so for everyone, you want that big picture of your face. Again, look, big picture face. And it's always kind of the same expression. And I'm sure it's because, I mean, they do so much research and analytics. They know that this facial expression does really well. So even though it feels ridiculous, like gotta go with it. So I would recommend to find, like, take these of your face and make them bigger, right? And even like, I love this one, your camera in PowerPoint. That's a really great picture of your face, but make it bigger. And you have all the great elements. You have the PowerPoint logo, but just move it around a little bit, move the PowerPoint logo on the bottom so that you can make yourself bigger. But other than that, I think this is looking really awesome. And yeah, it looks like you've really kind of maximized your titles here too. So if we look at this, how to show yourself in your teaching slides with PowerPoint Cameo, like that's a great title. It shows exactly what you're talking about. And if you wanted to add like a little, that's a pretty to the point answering a question video. So it's not like you need that much of a grabber or attention grabber, but you could even put like how to easily show yourself in your teaching slides with PowerPoint Cameo. If you ever want to add in a little adjective there to make it even more enticing, you can. But other than that, I think it's looking awesome, and I hope that that's really helpful. All right. Can you please block? Oh, okay. Yes. Let's see. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Roxanne. That's helpful. Okay. That's what we need.
I just said that.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry. We're doing things organically today with paper. All right. Here we go. Now let's head on to our next channel. Now I had we had Abby's Joy of Cooking. And then we did have, I don't know if Elite Barbecue Smokers left, so it doesn't look like maybe they're here. But if you are here, let me know. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I didn't see Abby. I had your thing up before I saw the super sticker. Don't feel like you have to do that, but I really appreciate it. But do not feel like you have to do that. I'll try to get to your channels as best as I can. But I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's go to Abby's Joy of Cooking. So, oh, you're so welcome. I really have loved doing these reviews. Okay, now, but Thank you. Oh, they are here. Okay, so Elite Barbecue Smokers, don't worry, you'll be in the lineup after this. And let's go to Abby's Joy of Cooking. Abby, I'm sure, hopefully you're, yep, she says, yay, thank you. Okay, so Abby's Joy of Cooking, let me just pull up your channel here. Now, I would love to know, for those of you who are in the chat, how many subscribers do you have right now? I know we looked at a couple channels, and so let me know in the comments, how many subscribers do you currently have, and how long have you been putting out videos? Okay, so in the chat box, write how many subscribers you have, or you can just put around, and then how long you've been putting out videos. All right. Robert says, yay, I'm hungry. Hopefully we're not too hungry, but I'm going to be hungry too after watching Abby's channel. Okay, so but we've got Mark Awesome 6.3. We've got 181, 222 in 5 months. That's really amazing. That's awesome. 18 months. Okay, awesome. Dr. GK, 23,000. Amazing, Robert. 2.5 in 4 months. That's amazing. Couples Quest. Yes. 43 in 3 months. All right. Only 54, but you started a month ago. That's amazing. Yeah, okay, so 2 weeks, almost 150. So we're doing really good. The key here is I've been on YouTube for, and I would consider myself having a medium-sized channel, right? And Constantine Anastasia, thank you. Constantine Anastasia is she's one of my former clients. She's amazing. But sorry, Squirrel Brain. I started my channel 4 years ago and on a really tiny niche, but even back in the day, that channel was very lucrative. I made money from it, even when it wasn't from ads, from affiliate links, from referral links with different online English teaching companies, with even companies would sometimes pay me to make videos. And so even if you have a smaller channel, it does not mean that it is not mighty. It does not mean that you cannot build a powerhouse community. One of my first ever clients was someone that watched my first ever really horrible YouTube videos. Okay. So sub count can be a helpful metric and a motivator, but it really is, in my mind, it can be a vanity metric. What really matters is, do you have a community of people that you're invested in, that know you, that care about you, that when you have something to offer are going to actually want to buy from you or actually want to invest in you? And so do not worry so much about, oh, I can't wait to get to that 1K. That 1K subscriber count is so fun. But what's more fun is knowing that you, when you get there, that you know like 200 of those people, because you're messaging them in the comments and you're asking them questions back and forth. And that's something I really tried to do in the beginning of my channel. It's a lot harder to now, but when I had a smaller channel, I could form conversations. I could get on Instagram and like actually go back and forth with people. And that makes all the difference. Okay. So not to go on a tangent, but it makes, I know these things are things that I think about too in terms of subscriber count, but I look at a lot of channels, right? I talk with a lot of people, and I know tiny channels that make crazy money and big channels that don't make any money. So, and the goal is to make money from it, but also to make a big impact, right? And so you do those things by really making sure you're invested and you truly actually care about your community. And have integrity in what you put out and how you put it out, and show yourself as you really are to the world, right? Okay, so I'm sorry, Abby, let's go into Abby's Joy of Cooking. New videos every week, delicious cooking inspiration. All right, it's already looking beautiful. We had people in the comments being like, we're gonna be hungry. All right, so we have a picture of your face, which I love, and we know your name because your name is in the name of your channel, so I think that's fantastic. You have almost 600 subscribers. We're giving you, everybody, Mom, round of applause. Thank you. Round of applause. My style of cooking is a fusion of different cultures, flavorful and healthy. So, so I get there's like a really, there's a health aspect to your channel. So let's look and see what are some of the things that you make. You've got how to make shrimp fried rice. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. How to make easy bistec Tagalog Filipino beef. Okay, so these are looking like, and your videos are doing really, really well. You know what I think, first off, Abby, is that people are loving your thumbnails. I would imagine if you look at your click-through rate, that your thumbnails would do quite high. And I'd love to know, actually, if you have a chance to look at it, I'd love to know what the click-through rate is, because people love to see like what's actually, especially with cooking channels or like knitting to channels, anything where somebody's going to follow along with you to create something at the end. Like something physical, you want to be able to show what it is. And she's doing that so beautifully in her thumbnails. She's got a picture of what it is, and then she's got a picture of her face. And I think this one, in my mind, has a really high click-through rate because it's just such a nice photo of the food, but also of you. And so like this one here, I would imagine probably has a lower click-through rate than this one because you're a little bit smaller. And if you have one where I would say if you can have photos where you're showing the dish, like you have ones here. Oh yeah, I love that. And like a big like, smile, that's going to help the click-through rate a lot and making them even a little bit bigger so that we can see you a little bit better. But yeah, I think this is looking really good. I would say what you could do is, again, playlists can be really helpful to organize it for when people that are really invested in you, they want to learn more from you. It's very difficult for people to get on a channel and be like, oh, what else does she have? And scroll through the videos page. Some people will do that, but I'd love to know how often do you actually do that? For me, I usually love to go to somebody's homepage and like I scroll through the homepage. I don't always go through their actual videos. I do sometimes for keyword research, but a lot of times I'll go to the homepage and kind of check it out from there. So I would recommend to add in some playlists of like maybe different types of food. So like desserts. So you've got a cookies recipe here. You've got another one here. So you could do one on cookies. You could do another on, I know you've got like some Filipino food. You could do different like cultures of food, countries of food, that sort of thing. I think you could have fun with and make it even more clear for your audience. And you've got a health series. So that could be another playlist that you show up on your homepage as well. But I think it's looking really good. Let's look at one of the titles. How to make shrimp fried rice, easy restaurant style, 15 to 20 minute meal. Yes. So what's really nice about this title that's working is she says how to make how to make shrimp fried rice. So it's something specific, right? Because that's something someone would actually type in. Someone would probably also type in easy shrimp fried rice recipe. And so that's something you could also maybe add in as well. I wouldn't change it now because it's doing well. So I would leave it. When videos are doing well, I don't ever try and change anything. But just for future videos, you can think, what are the other search terms someone would actually type in order to find this video? For me, how to make shrimp fried rice, how to quickly make shrimp fried rice, easy shrimp fried rice recipe, restaurant style. So you could say you've got easy in your title, you've got 15, 20 minutes. So 15-minute, how to make shrimp fried rice in 15 minutes. So these are all things that are working for you that you can think that you can make in a title. And you're already, I think, doing that really well. So I think that could be helpful for others to remember as well. Adding different keywords in your titles can be super helpful, but it's looking great. I don't honestly have that much to say. You could add text to your thumbnails if you want, like this egg fried rice. See how it's cut off by the timestamps, so no one would ever really be able to read it. I actually didn't notice that it said egg fried rice until just now. So if you are going to add text of what you're making, which I would recommend to do, unless your click-through rate is really high, then keep doing what you're doing, right? Go with what's working. If it's a little lower, then you can add in the text and make sure it's kind of in the middle and easy to read. All right, but still being able to display your beautiful, delicious dishes. And Abby, if you ever want to come and hang and make us food, we are the game, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She doesn't like to cook. I do all the cooking.
I'm Asian, but I don't like to cook, but I like Asian food. Okay.
She likes Asian food, but she can't cook it. So
what happened to smokers?
Okay. I don't think that they're here. Yes. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing. And yeah, I didn't think Smoker Barbecue was here anymore. They said they were. Oh yeah, they are. Elite Barbecue Smokers is here. Elite Barbecue Smoker. Da da da. What's up, Elite Barbecue Smoker? Everybody's gonna be eating food after this. Okay. Elite BBQ Smokers. All right. Robert said pass through some of the dishes through the screen. If only. If only. Okay. So here we go. All right. So we can see Elite Barbecue Smokers channel is looking nice. Wow. I'm hungry. Okay, so sharing recipes and techniques, Elite Barbecue Smokers, new videos every Wednesday, www.elitebarbecuesmokers.com. You've got the follow us at, let's get prepping so we can get cooking. So you'll notice here that you're going to want to make that smaller just because it cuts off right there with your links. So I recommend making it a little smaller so we can read the cooking. But other than that, I think this is a really solid, I think it's a really, really beautiful banner. I would only say, do you ever share your name here? Or like, is it you talking to the camera most of the time? I'm going to look kind of through here. Okay, yeah, so look, we can see you. I would love to know if you feel, maybe, I don't know if you share your name, but what is your name if you share it? Let me know. If you feel comfortable. If not, no worries. But I always recommend when building out your channel, like with everybody, having your name there somewhere. Jason. Okay, cool. Hey, Jason. So I would recommend having your name in your channel, especially if you're showing yourself here. And I'm not sure if you say like, hey, it's Jason, but if you, again, if you're the name, if you're the only person on this channel that's running it and it's always you doing the tutorials, then I think it's really helpful for people to be able to have name recognition, because yes, Elite Barbecue Smokers is a great name, but I also think it makes it more personable. And people, that's why all of these companies now, I don't know if people know this, but so many companies now are picking like a representative on TikTok to run their TikTok account where they're the face of their company as like a TikTok person. So because people love that connection. People buy things out of making that connection with other people. They buy that community aspect of things. And so I highly recommend to have Elite Barbecue Smokers with Jason. And you don't need to put your last name. You can literally just put your first name. But for people to be able to say like, oh yeah, this is Jason's channel, or Jason has some really good tutorials, again, it makes that connection better. I think that this looks, your channel just looks, I mean, it looks awesome. I think the thumbnails are really wonderful. I would say the same thing to others, where right now where you have it, it cuts off a little bit. But look at your click-through rate and then decide, okay, which ones are, if it's a high click-through rate, then keep it. But if it's a little bit lower, then you may want to kind of move your text around so it doesn't cut off. And let's see some of your, if we go to your, you don't have a homepage. So I would recommend making a homepage with like some of the different things that you make. But if we go to popular, let me see if I can get, oopsies. Hang on here. I want to see your popular videos. Oh, I'm sorry. You do have a homepage. My bad. You definitely have a homepage that we were on before. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I think that I love the trailer video that you've picked. That's really awesome. The thumbnail is fantastic. Mini barbecue shotgun shells. And you have the shotgun shells in there. I think that's super fun, and it shows a bit about your personality and kind of like this, yeah, barbecue. So I like that vibe. And then you've got some awesome playlists. Now, beef grilling, chicken turkey. Okay, everyone, this is like a prime example of what your playlist should look like. Let's give a round of applause for Jason. Yes, these are beautiful playlists. Wow, these are so good. I love your playlist. Okay, and I didn't think you had them a second ago. I'm so sorry. So I would say take out the Welcome to Elite Barbecue Smokers YouTube channel as a sentence within the playlist. People know they're already on your channel. They have to be on your channel to be able to like see the playlist. Of course, it could rank in search, but it'll still show. So you can just put here, like with the beef and grilling, right? Take that out. You could leave it up for this one of like your latest videos, but for the beef and grilling, take it out and just say like, delicious beef recipes, techniques, blah, 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 blah. You know, have like a more enticing sentence right there about the grilling and barbecue stuff. Okay. But it's looking really fantastic. I don't have much to say other than I also like that you've added this logo. So this is something we talked about again before, where if you're not going to show your face in the thumbnails, having a logo that makes it really clear that it's your video. And so if you do that, I recommend to use it like you have in this one here, where it's big. See how the smoked chicken legs, it's really clear that it's an Elite Barbecue Smokers video. The other ones, it's not so clear. Like this one, I would miss that for sure. And it gets covered up by the time stamps anyway, or the buttons there. So I would recommend putting it in the corner like you have it here and making it a bit bigger so it's clear that these are your videos, especially since you're not using always the same fonts, which I do recommend. Then you do want to have that name recognition. And then again, even with your titles, and we're going to look at your titles really quick. Let's look at your most recent one. How to grill pork chops. Easy step-by-step recipe. Yeah, I think that's great. And we can see here you've got easy step-by-step recipe, and you could even add any more descriptions of like maybe it's a certain type of sauce you're using, or do you have any more French bone-in pork chops? Like I would even add. I think you could add even more to this title to make it even more searchable, right? So the first part is great, and then you can add that little line, and then you could have even a back end of more search terms. But again, I wouldn't change it for now because it seems like it's working. If we look at the search rankings, it's showing up. It's not showing up for any of these, but your Elite Barbecue Smokers tag, if I were to put it into search. So I wonder though, if you were to put something like French bone-in pork chop, how to grill French bone-in pork chops, something like that that's more specific, that may show up. You're not ranking for those either, but the more kind of long tail you get, the easier it is to show up in search. So I hope that is helpful, but overall, you're doing fantastic. It's looking really great. I hope that is helpful. Question, I do Tuesday night interviews of other barbecue communities. Could that hurt our channel? When you say, if it's like a live, I don't think so. I think that, especially if it's a lives are a little bit different. They're going to show up in a different section of your channel. So no, I think that it's great, especially if your community likes them. If it's less viewers, but you still have your like prime community that watches them, then I think that it's awesome. Especially if you enjoy it too, and it's allowing you to stay consistent, then go for it. Okay. Okay. All right, cool. All right. So hopefully that is helpful. Thank you so much, Elite Barbecue Smokers. And let's see. I want to see, who do we still have? I've got some people in my.
Okay, whichever.
Okay. Extreme Urban Bully.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I mean, it looks like it's a dog thing, but he's not very clear on it. So I thought maybe he needed some help. It looks like he does dog stuff.
Okay.
It's dogs, I think, but see, he's not clear.
Okay. And then colorfully playing the piano, Jody. Yes, I know that Jody was here. And then I also saw Gustavo is here. And Gustavo, you were here last time too, I'm pretty sure. So I want to make sure that I get to
Because it's already 6 o'clock.
Gustavo. Okay, it's already 6, but I'm gonna go a little bit over because I love you all. Let's go a little over.
Which means I love you too.
I'm gonna speed through them. You can go if you need to.
No, I don't want to go.
Okay.
I love Gustavo.
All right. So is Extreme Urban Bully here? Nope. Okay. We don't. If you are, let us know, and if not, no worries. All right, let's go into Gustavo. Gustavo was here last time. He was here all last live, and I said at the end of last one that I wanted to make sure that I got to Gustavo's. So let's go to Gustavo/__ plays with a Z. What's up, Gustavo? How's your night going? Okay. Here we go. I'm going to get through these next one. We're going to speed through them, and hopefully we're going to learn a lot of different things and how we can be tweaking our channels. All right. So welcome to Gustavo Plays. Subscribe. Okay, cool. I would say take out the subscribe because you've got it here and people are going to subscribe if they like your stuff anyway. Add something more enticing there, right? How often have you ever subscribed to a channel because somebody said subscribe to it? You haven't. Usually you've been like, wow, that was so valuable. Now I want to subscribe. So provide that value. What makes you different than other gaming channels? Okay. Welcome to my channel dedicated to all things Fortnite. Join me as I take some of the craziest challenges in the game and show off my skills in Battle Royale mode. Okay. So that needs to come first, right? This is boring. I'm very bored by welcome to my channel dedicated to all things. But I'm very excited when you say, as I take you on some of the craziest challenges in the game to show off my skills. That's interesting, right? So let's switch that up. Let's say, join me as I take you on some of the craziest challenges in Fortnite in Battle Royale mode. Boom. One short sentence that explains all those things and that people can see right away instead of welcome to my channel, right? And everybody can do that. I want everybody to go to their channel right now and read your sentence. And I even need to like look at mine, read my sentence. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, look at your sentence. Does it pull people in right away? If not, let's change that sentence up, okay? Change it up. Who's changing up their sentence? Give me a hands up in the comment section. Now, we can see on his channel, he put his last video out a day ago. Round of applause. Yes, we love that consistency. 2 days ago, 6 days ago, 2 weeks ago. Gustavo, you're doing great being consistent, okay? Sometimes it takes just some time to build things up. Now, what I would say is, how are you different than any other channel? I want to know, like, if this is Gustavo Plays, I want something in here that's going to show me that it's your video. This could be watching these thumbnails. It looks to me like they could kind of be anybody's. So I would sit down for a little bit and ask yourself, like, what's a way that I could stand out in my niche? What's a way or something that I could do? If you don't want to show your face, you could use like a character, or you could have a logo, but something that's going to allow you to stand out. And yeah, you've got tutorials, popular videos, you've got shorts as the last thing. So I think that's good. I like that you have the challenges. You could add a little bit more to that. Like, instead of challenges, you could make the name a little bit longer to make it more descriptive, and add a sentence again to make it more enticing. And if we look at this one from 2 days ago, let's look at the title, Insane Fortnite Battle Pass Skin Challenge Chapter 4 Season 2. So any way that you can make that even more enticing. I know my nephew plays Fortnite, so I don't really know what any of that means, but if there's a way to make it even more click worthy, right? Think of what are other things people would search to be able to find this video. But overall, I think it's great because it's very specific on like what part of Fortnite it is, the game. You've got Battle Pass Skin Challenge, so all those things. So I think you're doing a really good job. I think the biggest thing for you right now as a newer channel is going to be staying really consistent and keeping putting out content and getting better, right? You only have 2 weeks of content out. So the more you put out, the better you're going to get, the more you're going to be able to differentiate yourself from people. So be thinking of that again. How are you going to stand out from the competition? But overall, keep killing it. Stay consistent. Don't get discouraged. Keep showing up and it will scale. Awesome. Okay. So who did I say is next, Ma?
The camper or the pit bull?
Yeah, they weren't here, I didn't think.
The camper lady. Randy's Adventures? No, I don't know which one. Randy's Adventures?
Randy's Adventures? Oh, okay. Yeah.
I wrote one that said mini big memories, something like that.
Okay. All right. Okay. Randy's Adventures. And we had Colorfully playing the piano as well. Okay, so Randy's Adventures. Randy's Adventures. Perfect. Okay. What's up, Randy? How are you doing tonight? All right. Oh, we've got Couples Quest 2. Okay. I think Couples Quest has been here for a while. Yes. Okay. Change it up. All right. What's up, Michael? All right. Good. Okay. Okay. Me too. Talking with Tati. Okay, cool. Talking with Tati. I think I had maybe Talking with Tati too. Okay. Sorry, I'm talking to myself, but let's move into Randy's Adventures. And please don't get upset. There are so many comments and it lags a little on StreamYard and we aren't able to have my mom as a moderator. So we're getting to as many as we can. And I'm sorry if I've gone a bit out of order. I do apologize for that. Okay. So we have Randy's Adventures. So big memories, small campers. I love that. That is such a solid slogan right there. Big memories, small campers, Randy's Adventures. What did you teach? So I want to know, my mom said, well, what do you talk about? So that's actually a good point too, of like, I love the big memories, small campers. I would like another sentence of being like, what exactly can I expect from your channel? Are you going to be doing vlogs? Are you going to be giving tips? Are you going to take us on your adventures in a camper? Are you going to help people buy a camper, right? So having another sentence within that makes it clear of like what exactly you're selling, I think would be helpful. I love that there's a picture of you, that there's a picture of a camper. I think that's great. The new videos every Wednesday. I think you could make the text a little bit smaller and again, add a little bit about you. And I think you could even have like an arrow that says Randy and like points to you. So it's clear like who you are. I know it seems obvious, but it'd be kind of just something cute there. Let's make big memories in small campers together. I love that little sentence. And see everyone how that sentence doesn't cut off? How it's that one sentence and it's just like perfectly there. Bloop. I love that. You've got a 10 clever RV accessories video that's done really well in the last 5 months that as your trailer. So I think that looks fantastic. And what's something I think really nice about these is that you're using your that like intense facial expression in your thumbnail. So that's looking really good. Let's see here. I think the thumbnails are really solid and it's very clear which thumbnails are yours. And she's done something to make her thumbnail stand out that it's clear that it's hers as she has a border around them. And that is something that some YouTubers would like to do is kind of add a border. So I think that looks great. And it is that differentiator for which videos are yours when someone's searching something into the search engine. RV accessories must have glamping and things to make your RV life joyful. Your playlists are looking awesome, awesome. Yeah, Randy, this is looking really good. I think you've got a sentence about it. You've got your content broken up so it's really easy to find. Tour the best teardrop campers you will love. Make memories, not regrets. Don't buy an IRV until you watch these videos. That's an excellent title for your playlist. Yeah, I think that you're doing a really great job, Brandy. I don't have that much to say other than like keep at it and make it a little bit more clear here. I think that the banner could be a little bit more like fit. Yeah, like a little bit more polished that fit your thumbnails because your thumbnails are quite polished. Let's look at a title really quick here. This is one you just recently put out. Instantly double your tiny RV storage space for cheap. Instantly double your tiny RV storage place for cheap. And then I think I would say, is that searchable? Instantly double your RV storage space for cheap. So I would add to the back end of that video and do something like and do something like how to increase storage space. How to increase RV storage space, like on the back end of the title. Just because you have that extra room, you might as well make it even more searchable, right? Again, like back to that video where I was in that BBC interview for this tiny keywords on the back end of my title. It never hurts. It can only help as you scale your channel. But amazing that you're already at 12,000 subscribers. You're killing it and things are looking really good. And it's a no wonder that you're already at 12,000 because the thumbnails are looking excellent. You should be very proud of yourself. It's looking awesome. Okay, cool. We had colorfully plain piano. No, we didn't. Jody, what's up? Okay, we're gonna go to colorfully plain piano. And so, if I don't get to your channel today, I'm going to be doing another one, and I'll take a note. Like we had some people who showed up from last week, like then I did right away. Today, if I don't get to your channel today, I'm gonna go live again in 2 weeks. So not on May 1st. Okay, so I'm gonna start trying to do these every other week for the community. What? Okay, so here we go. So the ones I have starred that I'm gonna end with are we've got Jody, we've got Couples Quest and Talking with Tati. Okay, all right. So here we go. All right. Colorfully playing the piano. So first off, we see that she has an amazing banner. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. I feel like did you make this yourself? Like I want to know a little bit more about this this thumbnail because it's looking real cute. Okay. Where music meets colorful creativity. So that's hard to read for me. I would make that much bigger. Even this is really hard for read to me. Like if I didn't lean in, I wouldn't be able to read what that says. So those both need to be bigger. Even the colorfully playing the piano could be like, we've got space up here and here. You can make it a little bit bigger so it's easier to read. But helping you live a more colorfully musical life. Yeah, I think that's really nice. And I would say like, who's your audience? Is it for kids? If it is for kids, I would say helping kids live a more colorfully musical life through music tutorials. Something like that to make it a little bit more specific of like who you are offering and who you're offering it to. I help people to live more colorfully colorfully musical and creative life. Again, more specific. I help who? My mom's over here like talking to herself. I help. I help. Who do you help? And it's specifically how. And so if we go here, you can see you've got books by Colorfully Playing the Piano, sing-along songs, rhythm play-along songs, music story time. So it's really clear that these are mainly for kids, right? You do have an element of it for elementary music teachers, which I think is awesome. But you could even put that you could put music tutorials, and you could even put like teacher resources in the banner here. Okay. I would for you, I would have a channel trailer of like one of your best music tutorials up front so people can really see your personality right away. And then you have some of your more recent videos. Again, if I like that you're using all the same font for everything, so it is pretty clear that these are from Colorfully Playing Piano. But I would also try to add a picture of your face if you're going to show your face in the video. And if you're not, then you don't necessarily need to, but I think to add a little something that makes it really clear that it's Colorfully Playing the Piano, like your logo in the corner, could be helpful. And I would also say you want people to know your name, right? So I highly recommend to add your name in and make it really clear. People want to know that it's Jody's channel. And right now, if I were to be like, who is Colorfully Playing the Piano? People would be like, I don't know, but she teaches music, right? Because your name isn't anywhere. And that's also something to be really cognizant of on your Instagram as well. Like, where is your name? Is it clear what exactly you are offering? And I know people were maybe asking about the YouTube banner. If you need the template, I'm going to put it in here for you. Okay. So everybody go to that video, and that's where you can get the banner template in that tutorial. Okay. But overall, I think it's looking great. I would say other music teachers to follow, that should be the last thing. You always want to promote your stuff first and then other people's stuff at the end. It's always really nice to promote others, but your stuff and then other people's stuff. Okay. And then you've got books by Colorfully Playing the Piano. I would even say like you probably want your sing-alongs, and they seem to be doing better, right? Your sing-alongs you put out more recently, and they're doing better. So in terms of getting views, so put that up top before the books. Put your sing-alongs, and I think these look so fun. If I were a kid, I would totally click on these.
I'm gonna sing along even though I'm not a kid.
My mom says she's going to sing along even though she's not a kid. And rhythm play along, I think these are great as well. Look, some of these are doing really awesome. And again, like it's pretty clear that it's your branding, which I think is great, but even adding your little logo in it, I think would make it even stronger. But overall, and then these two, I would say these thumbnails are a little bit hard. They blend in too much because they're all white. Remember how we just saw in our last channel review where we had the border? You could add a border to make it more defined, but like right now I can't tell where your thumbnail starts and YouTube begins. I know some people are in dark mode, so they can, but for those who are in light mode, then it's going to be really hard for me to want to click on that video because it doesn't pop enough because it blends into YouTube. Okay, so I would change the color of those. Okay. Yes, so more time. Yeah, this summer you'll have more time, but it's looking fantastic. So you should be really proud of yourself. You're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Woo, woo. We will celebrate. We're going to do woo, woo. Yeah, over 700, almost 800 subscribers is huge, but you're doing great and you're staying consistent with it and things are looking really good. And what's more is you're helping bring beautiful music to children. I love your niche so much. If people don't know Colorfully Playing the Piano, go follow this channel because I just love it.
We can eat and play the piano.
We can eat and play the piano. We can make some barbecue, eat, and play the piano. All right, we're almost done here. I gotta go. It's my time to leave, but we were supposed to end a little while ago, but we're gonna keep going, doing just a few more. Okay, so I know I had
Tati? Did you say her?
Yes, I know I had Talking with Tati in the Couples Quest. This is what I have. I have Couples Quest doing this. Okay, Couples Quest.
Sorry.
Couples Quest _ Matt and Danielle. Ooh, okay. So what I love about this is that they have their names in it. So it's so clear. I know you can't see. I'm sorry. I got excited. Let's look at Couples Quest. It's a quest of couples. All right. Boo-doo. Okay, so Couples Quest, Adventure Travel Couple, Couples Quest, new videos every Sunday. Awesome. Adventure Travel Couple, I would like to know even more, like, there are a lot of adventure travel couples, right? Could you give me a sentence right in there of like, I mean, this is really beautiful. So I would say, like, you don't have to change it, but it would be kind of cool to know a little bit of like what makes you stand out from other travel couples. What are some things that people have commented in your comments that they really like about you? Because I know you've gotten that. You're already almost at 2.5 thousand subscribers. That's amazing. There have to be things that people have said. They're like, I love your channel because of this, right? So if there are those things, you could add like a little extra something, something of like, whatever slogan you have of what makes you unique, or if it's your humor or kind of your travel motto, maybe you could add that in again to make it even more enticing. An adventure travel couple who are currently exploring Southeast Asia. I also would love to know within there, if I'm new to your channel, like, where are you guys from? So Matt and Danielle, I love that I know your name. What is your country of origin? Where are you at? Where are you from? I'd love to know if you feel comfortable sharing in the comments. Or maybe you say it right here. Behind our drives in the UK. So you're from the UK. So you could say like UK travel couple who are currently exploring Southeast Asia. Even that for people can be interesting, right? And again, it makes people have that connection a little bit more. But you do have this really awesome trailer where people get to know you. I will say though, a lot of times people will find your other videos first. So I think, yeah, okay, awesome. Love that. But I like that you have the getting to know us and you've got a little bit about yourselves and you even have timestamps here. Who are we? The hardest part. I think that's really nice. Hello, Australia. You've got some time, different sections of like where you've been, and it gives people an idea of what you're all about. I think that's fantastic. I don't recommend that a lot of educational channels do that, but I do think channels that are more like vlog based to have a get to know us video can be super powerful. And I think it's really working for you here. If you already have over 900 views within 3 months, then people are really liking it. So like, that's awesome. And the footage is beautiful. Wow. Amazing. Let's see. I love that the thumbnails, it's so easy to know that it's your videos, right? So the thumbnails are looking really solid. Trying Jollibee for the first time in the Philippines. Yeah, let's see. How many videos do you have right now? You have 124 videos, which is fantastic. So yeah, it looks like your channel is really growing. It's really taking off. Look at this. You've got 500, 600, but the latest ones you've had 30,000, 11,000, 8,000, 7,000. So my advice to you is like, people are loving your Philippines content. If you're still in the Philippines, oh my gosh, like milk it, right? Like keep making these videos that have to do, people are liking. I think you've been so smart about it where you kind of keep the same vibe where you've got your emojis in the title, you have where you're at, it's clear that it's your videos. I think you're doing an incredible job. If you continue to kind of double down on the Philippines content, I think your channel is just going to continue to blow up. We can't change the thumbnails on shorts yet. Yeah, no, we can't change the thumbnails on shorts. But I think you're doing fantastic. I don't have that much to say. I would say if you can move, this, what I've been saying with other channels where the text sometimes can if you put it at the bottom, it can get blocked or from the button. So maybe trying to move it up. But overall, it's looking really good. And people love to be able to see what you're doing in the thumbnails, which you show a beautiful job of, right? You show the landscape of where you're at, and then you also have a picture of both of you together. And so I think that's really awesome. Is this the next Bali? So the text, even in your thumbnails, is really strong and enticing. I would say though that, and people, I wonder if people would agree with this, it's kind of hard to read this text, like the best way to get from Toronto to El Nido. I have to kind of zoom in. So if you could maybe make it a little bit, if you could find a way to make it a little bit easier to read or add a border around it, just so it's I can read it a little bit faster, I would say that could make it stronger. But I don't have much to say because it's just looking incredible and it's working. Double down on it. And I can't wait to see, like, I bet if I come back to this channel a month from now, it's going to be like at least double or triple the sub count. So yes, but do that on the banner, but add, like, if you can add again, why you're different than other travel couples, I think would be really, really helpful. Okay, cool. And we are going to,
What's the last one, Tati?
yes, we're gonna go with Tati, and I did also. I know I have too. Okay, and talking with Tati. Okay, talking with Tati. Okay. Okay, I also had here starred. I had Linda and Tony's. If Linda and Tony are still here. Okay. Talking with Tati. Talking with Tati. Tati, are we talking? Yes. All right. Talking with Tati, and you are welcome. Couple Quest, Matt and Danielle. I hope you're having an awesome time in the Philippines. I would love to go to the Philippines one day, so maybe I will watch your videos. I think I need to watch your videos, and then I need to go someday soon. All right. And talking with Tati, here we go. She says, I'm new and small, sorry. Don't be sorry. We all started off new. We all started off as a small channel, so embrace it. This is a good thing. It's exciting. All right, talking with Tati, roller skating and inspirational videos. Ooh, roller skating. I roller blade. I like to blade. Okay. Talking with Tati. I would love for you to be a little bit more clear of like, what am I going to get from your channel? Again, who are you talking to? What are you offering? So when you say inspirational videos, that's super broad. What is that? What's an inspirational video, right? So you could say like rollerblade with me. Tell me more about the rollerblading thing or roller skating, right? Like roller skating tutorials or like roller skating vlogs, right? Get more specific of who exactly you are talking to and like, what are you offering? So talking with Tati, what's for you won't go by you. So again, it's all super broad. If I come onto your channel, I'm like, I think it's about roller skating and like inspirational stuff. It's not niche enough. I want someone to get on here and know like, ooh, I've got to subscribe to this channel. It's exactly what I've been looking for. Like she's you could even be like roller skating, like roller skating diva or, whatever, like something to show your personality. Obsessed, come rollers for the roller skate, obsessed millennial, or I don't know, I don't know how old you are or whatever, but you could put something that's more specific that entices people, like this is Tati is my person, right? So roller skating tricks and drills. So it sounds like if you're doing tutorials, say that roller skating tutorials and yeah, for who make it specific. And then here for your thumbnails, I would highly recommend, I think this thumbnail is really cute. Skates and gear bags. Oh my. I think that's really cute. I would say that you have a lot of different vibes going on right now, right? So you need to get really clear. If you don't have a branding guide, I highly recommend making a branding guide in Canva. You should only be using, generally, for my clients, I say we use one font. We use like 4 colors and that's it. And we have very clear pictures of your face. You're building a personal brand, Tati. It's got to be personal. You want people to be easily recognizable. So niche down a little bit more. Pick out the colors and fonts. Like I really kind of like this vibe. If you want to stick with it, something like that would be really cute. But it's totally up to you. And then try and make it more like, so if I were to go to your channel again in a month from now, it's really clear these are Tati's videos and these are roller skating tutorials. And I would say niche down on roller skating and forget the inspirational videos for a bit, because there's so many people out there making inspirational videos, but there aren't many people making roller skating videos, especially roller skating like vlogs and tips of how to actually roller skate. That's way more niche. So I would recommend to double down on that, but that's just me. That's what I would do. All right. Awesome.
She could end each of her videos.
Oh, yeah, my mom said you could end each one of your roller skating videos with something inspirational, so you still had that aspect in it, but it's just not a part of it, so it's not as broad. Thank you. All right. So I think, is that the last one that we had? I don't know if I said, I don't know if we had, I did have Linda. Okay, I had Linda's from a really long time ago. Is Linda still here? All right. Thanks so much, Roxanne. Oh, thank you so much for the super likes. I really appreciate it. I don't know how to I thank you so much. Okay. Well, I don't think they're here, but I'm going to put down, so I'm going to end. We went almost a half hour over. But I really appreciate doing these, and I really appreciate this community. So I just want everyone to know how that I really take take to heart when people respond to my polls and when you engage in the comments or when you engage with one another. It means a lot to me. Like I said last live, when one subscriber was like, I feel uncomfortable to put up my first video, and we had almost like 30 comments of people being like, just do it, you can do it, and so encouraging. I was just blown away. And so I think it just goes to show like the power of when you show up as yourself, you can really build that community. And so you're doing that too. Looking at these channels today, everybody's doing that too. And I think that's the coolest thing ever. All right. So I'm going to do, yes, Robert, I'm sorry we didn't get to yours. But I will put your name down for the next one. And so there's a few people that I know that were here that we didn't get to. And I try and get to those that we didn't get to today first in the next live that we do. And so if you could just put your, and I'll try and look through here. If you're still here, if you could put your name in just really quick and say like, I'd like to be reviewed next time, and I'll try and make a list. Okay, so like I had a list today of some of those who were here.
But make those changes so that she has.
But make those changes, yeah. So I'll have less, I have less to say and just more compliments, right? Okay, cool. I'm so glad that everyone learned a lot. So please, if you could comment. Okay, Nicole, I see that. I'll screenshot these and then I look back on them. And yeah, Robert, I'll for sure get to yours. And thank you so much, Robert, for being so awesome in the comments. Thank you all for talking with one another. And yeah, thanks to my mom. Mom, come here. Let me stop the screen share. Here we go. We got the one. We have to lower it because she's short. She's only 4'10". Here we go.
Good job.
Everybody's doing a great job. Yes, I'm so glad to hear. So I've got a bunch of people to be screenshot. Okay, so I've got right now. Yes, I've got, okay, Mary as well. Cool. All right, so I've got some of the names here. So I'll make sure that I screenshot all of these and then I get to the channels. So if you're here in the beginning next time, then I'll make sure that I get to you, okay? And if I don't, let me know. If you can remind me if I somehow missed your name, remind me that like I was here at the end of last one and I said, yeah, and I'll know. All right, woohoo! Have a great rest of your Monday. It's Monday, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Okay, remember the next live is going to be in 2 Mondays from now on May 1st. All right, so I'll see you May 1st, and remember. Yeah, blessings. And remember, you gotta start scared and stay weird. Okay. Bye. All right. Here we go. And